Hello, Sim here. I wonder what console footage we're watching right now.
Incoming.
Don't worry, I'm going to get into the graphical breakdown shortly after this action-packed opening sequence. Let's set the scene in this game, because it's a great game to play.
Fallen ships, this close to the surface. Move.
So, for a bit of fun, I'm going to leave a couple of comments down below for you to vote upon. If you guys think you're watching Xbox One footage right now, give it a like. If you're thinking we're watching PlayStation 4 footage, give that comment a like. And in the next video, I'll tell you which footage this was. Because I actually covered up the little bit that gave you an indication of what console footage it was. So it's going to make things a little bit more interesting for you guys to see if you can figure it out. And you can see, this game's action-packed, and it is very good fun to play. Great fun. And I didn't really realise how close to death I was here. You know, that little red blinking bar there? Whew, blimey. So, animatics or pre-rendered cutscenes. Looks fancy, and I have cut it down and edited it down and removed the music because I don't want any copyright violations. And it does look sweet on both consoles, but it's pre-rendered. And it's not going to give a real graphical sense of difference between the two consoles. As you can see, it looks pretty real. Whether it's sort of live action or not, I don't know. But hey. So, let's crack into the console comparison. As you can see, is the left hand side, half the screen is Xbox One, the right hand side is PlayStation 4 footage. Now yes, there's a brightness difference there, and that's just because I recorded it that way, with a little bit one console slightly brighter compared to the other, but we're not interested in overall brightness because that's a thing you can tweak in game. What we're interested in is the particle effects, the texture, specular lighting and general polygons, although you probably won't be able to see it by the time you get all the textures mapped on top. Now my 8-year-old, yes 8-year-old, PC is absolutely struggling right now while I'm watching this back, and I'm watching it back at a quarter of the resolution because, well, it won't be able to draw it otherwise. So I'm not going to know how it really looks side by side until I see the actual final rendered video. And you guys can obviously get to see this because you're watching it right now, and you'll be able to give your comments and feedback on what you think between the two consoles. Is one better than the other? Let me know what you think in the comments below. So after we get past this opening sequence, we're going to get into some in-game where I'm going to show you footage from one console at a time whilst keeping the action going. So we just drop back to a bit of the story for now.
There you are. Guardian. Eyes up, Guardian. It worked. You're alive.
So as you can see, as a whole, the graphics look pretty sweet regardless of which console you're actually playing the game on. Obviously I played it on both, and I have to give a thank you to two mates of mine who gave me console codes for both for the beta. That's now open as of yesterday, I believe. So if you haven't got the beta yet, it's the 13 gig download, and the beta remains open until Sunday, which is tomorrow, 27th of July. So let's crack into the game. So we're going to start off with Xbox One footage, as clearly indicated above, and now switch between to PlayStation 4, just to show you those crows and stuff. So let's go into bridge lighting and sort of textures and flipping in between the two consoles. Footage very clear above of which console footage you're watching. So there's no discernible massive difference, and here's water and rotating fans with the lighting. It really does look quite sweet. And here we go again on the Xbox One. And in a minute, once we get past the lighting and shadows and all that sort of stuff, because I wanted just to bring that out first, we'll go into some actual shoot 'em up action. So here we go again, PlayStation 4. Can you spot the difference?
Here, I found a rifle. Grab it.
Ooh, goody. Shoot 'em time.
I hope you know how to use that thing.
Oh yeah, I certainly do know how to use that gun. Don't you worry about that.
Watch for motion on the tracker.
Originally, Destiny wasn't on my all pre-order list, but I think it's moved right up there now. So I'm not a general like RPG type player. I am a shooting player, and it's got it mixed in. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Destiny right now. So I haven't really played much of the multiplayer yet because you've got to rank up to level 5. And so I've got to try and get as much Destiny action time as possible this weekend before it's all over, and you have to wait until September the 9th, I believe it is, before the actual game launches. So explosions. Pay attention to what they look like on both consoles.
Don't touch them.
So have you guys yet played it? You got your hands on the open beta, and what do you think about the game? Are you psyched up for it? So I have to say there's some boss scenes which I'll do in my next video, because I just wanted to concentrate on sort of like graphics, lighting, gunfights, all that sort of stuff, explosions, you know, all these spell things that are fireballs that are being thrown around, or whatever you want to call them. To be able to give you guys the idea of what the difference is between the two consoles. To me, having played the game on both consoles, on different nights generally, I haven't noticed any real standout difference between the two. Regardless if one's being rendered at a low resolution right now, because they're still tweaking it for the final game. So as always, if you found the graphical comparison informative, or if you found this video informative because of the graphical comparison, give it a like. I always appreciate it. A lot of effort went into putting this video together, so your support in giving the video a thumbs up is always appreciated. Now don't forget to drop a like on one of those 2 comments below that says that the opening sequence was Xbox One or PlayStation 4. It's a harmless bit of fun, there's no prizes or anything like that, but it's just for me to prove a point whether you guys can tell the difference between the two. Also, if you're interested, this footage was recorded at a constant bitrate, high quality, same settings on both consoles, so there's no unfairness given to either console. If you want to see more Destiny gameplay, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, this has been Sim.